plaintiff, DeCarlos Tate, says 3 months after he started dating the defendant, she got pregnant. And 3 months later, they were married. However, DeCarlos claims the marriage only lasted 9 months. And now she tries to deny his visitation with their son. He's suing for the cost of a plane ticket, emotional distress, and defamation. Defendant LaTondra Shelton and her husband Rajesh Shelton say the reason LaTondra is in court today is because DeCarlos is still in love with her. LaTondra insists everything with DeCarlos is fine until she rejects his advances, and then he takes her to court. She's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
All right, man. LaTondra Shelton started dating back in 2006, September 2006. Found out she was pregnant in December. We got engaged January of 2007, married March 23rd, divorced December 11th, 2007.
Okay. Why did things go sour so quick?
He say, and she believe everybody what everybody say except me.
What were they saying?
That's a lie.
They said I supposed to have molested one of my cousins.
And she believed that?
She believed that.
That's not true, Your Honor.
You never believed anything like that?
It was his family that actually came along with
Did
the
you
allegation.
believe it?
Yeah. No, not really, because I asked him, and he wasn't truthful.
If you answered me the way you answered him today, and I was your husband, I'd have left you too. You give me some background, man.
Okay. His aunt called me with the allegations, and so with me being the person that I am, I already had a son prior to the marriage. I went to DeCarlos and asked him, was it true? He went on and on saying, no, it's not true. So I was like, well, if you don't tell me the truth, then I'm gonna have to, do what I need to do for my children's sake, because it's the situation, like, I didn't want to, lose my children.
But I'm just wondering how you just felt he wasn't telling you the truth.
I was trying to let him know. I was like, well, your auntie, your family called me with the allegations.
Did he give you a reason to keep saying, tell me the truth?
And when
sure? Let me look at you real good. I'm trying to think.
Right.
Did you talk to other family members?
Yes, sir.
And they said yes too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, didn't I say that? Say I talked to his whole family and everybody said yes.
Yes, sir.
Then that's a reason to say, tell me the truth, tell me the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got the picture now. Did you ever have anybody even file a complaint with the courts on you?
Yes, I have.
You did?
Well, we went forth to the judge about it, and they found out my brother was lying and threw it out.
I'm going to leave it alone, though, and continue your testimony.
But yeah, we're here today because I purchased a plane ticket for me and my son to go on vacation to California. It was a trip for me and him because he never seen one of my
How old is he now?
He's 8. Mm-hmm. And I told her after I purchased the ticket in May, and she just brushed it off. So I texted her at the beginning of June and told her about it again. And every time I talked to my son on the phone, she had him on speakerphone like I got some top secret to tell him or something. So every time I talk to him, she here, and she in the background kind of like coaching him. But my son done grew out of that. He tell me what he want to tell me now. Okay. And for the emotional distress, shut up, I'm talking.
I'll do that part. Just be quiet, ma'am. Don't say shut up. Judge Judy only want to say shut up. We don't say shut up in here. Go ahead.
For the emotional distress, I've been going through this roller coaster.
Tell me about why she should pay you for the plane ticket.
Because she knew about the ticket, knew I was going on vacation.
She stopped him from going with you?
No, I did not.
All right. And emotional distress and defamation, what happened there?
I've been going through this roller coaster back and forth to court with her.
About what?
Not being able to see my son when I'm scheduled to see him. No. She'll send him somewhere with his...
Quiet, ma'am.
She'll send him somewhere with her sister, different. And like
She's
I told her.
denied you visitation?
Yes.
And how often on average per year?
It all depends on how she's feeling. If she's having a good day.
Give me an average per year.
Maybe
3 times a year, 2 times a year?
Maybe 3-4 times a year.
3 or 4 times a year,
yes,
she denies you with an excuse?
No.
Or she just leaves?
I go down there, I call before I come. Then when I get down there, she not answering the phone, not answering text message. Where you at? Oh, I'm gone. What the boy? They with me. How long you gonna be gone? Oh, I don't know.
Playing games
That's an hour and a half,
visitation.
2-hour drive I gotta do one way to go get my son. And she supposed to meet me halfway since she got reliable transportation now. halfway, and she don't do that.
But the order
I go
hasn't
and
changed.
get my son to make sure I have my son.
The order hasn't
And then on top of that, I get her other son that ain't even mine. And I've been around her son since he was a couple months old. And at one point in time, he was calling me daddy. And she told him not to. I ain't got no problem with that. I'ma still love him, but hey, don't punish me. I can't have my child.
Ma'am, what do you say about the plane ticket? Also, he says 3 or 4 times a year you deny him.
Your Honor, this all basically boils down to Mr. Tate still wanting me. I have been through this for a long time. I have a recorded message, a statement that I submitted to the courts with him admitting to flirting with me. I have had him tell me, oh, well, wash your sheets so I could come there. It boils down to him
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
wanting me, and it's nothing about the child. I do not stop him from seeing his child at all. Everything runs smooth until he can't have his way.
Has he been to court to sue you for visitation in
Every
the past?
time we get ready to go to court for
How many
this,
times?
he called me and every year I go to court.
Every year
I go
he
to
has
court more than
sued
I can
you?
go to work.
All right. Every year he has sued you for visitation issues.
Every time, because he said that I'm in contempt and then they never show up.
And each time you think it's because you reject his advances.
I honestly believe he still want me. And I've never saw anyone that goes through as much as this man goes through during a year, during my life. Like I said, I'm a married woman.
That's
now,
hard to believe, ma'am, that this man drags you through all of this, drags himself. He has to show up at court.
Right.
Just because you reject his advances. That's not what people do typically. They just bust a window or something. They drag you across the country alleging this, ma'am.
I have never denied the plaintiff of.
All right, what about the airplane ticket?
I didn't know anything I didn't know he purchased the plane ticket. He did mention to me that he was going to California, but he never said that he had purchased the plane ticket.
Did he say he wanted to take his son?
No, sir, he didn't mention it to me. He just mentioned that he was going to California.
Today is the first time you're ever hearing that he wanted to take his son to California.
Yes, sir.
What ticket did you think he was suing you about, ma'am? Today, when you came in here, what plane ticket did you think he was suing you for?
He didn't mention that he bought plane tickets. He just said he was going to California.
What plane ticket do you think he was suing you about today when you walked into this courtroom?
I guess for my kid.
So you did know.
I knew about the trip. I didn't know anything.
That's all I was asking you about, the trip. I said, did you know? Did you ever hear that he wanted to take his son to California? Nope. I said, he never told you he wanted to? Nope. You just hearing it right now? Yep. And I know this man ain't been suing you every year by your own admission because he wants you. He might want you, but he ain't doing all that for you.
Not hardly, sir. Not hardly.
Yes, sir.
What defamation are you suing for?
One day she was somewhere between Bogalusa and Bonado, and she was talking to this lady, and she was telling the lady, oh, my son, my baby daddy don't do nothing for him. Not knowing that who she was talking to was my auntie's sister. And my auntie was there and turned around and she told her, well, I know this young man. That's my nephew. Then she changed the subject.
I have no clue what you're talking about, and I never spoken bad about you. Never. Never.
I got a statement right here, Your Honor.
Anything about
Your Honor, I got a statement right here.
Really? I have never.
Man, what's your counterclaim? How does he owe you? And secondly, you have papers there. Obviously, you want to give me something regarding him hitting on you, as you say, and wanting you to change the sheets.
I have the voice recording of him admitting to him flirting with me. And I have the text messages about him stating that he was coming to get my son, but the time of the trip that he planned, that he's supposed to get my child the first 2 weeks in June and the first 2 weeks in July. And the reason being, he had a civil warrant filed against me that the judge didn't sign off on because the dates for the flight and the dates that he's supposed to have them.
He had a civil warrant against you, and the judge did sign off.
It did.
No, they didn't sign off.
All right.
Because of the date.
Let me read some of what you said on this voice message, this audio. And this is you. You want to do what you want to do, when you want to do it. No, you want to do what you want to do because you're not my daddy and people don't have to live by your hands. I'm tired of you playing this bull crap games with me. You say, ain't no games. You say, you want to call, you want to flirt, you want to take me here, take me there, and all this kind of stuff. He says, flirt? You say, but you say you haven't. He says, I wouldn't S you with somebody else's. I don't sound like he wants you too much, ma'am. Now, this is you handing me this. You say, you know you're lying. He say, He's even threatening to sue you because he can't get his child. I got a problem. You handed me this. This man ain't hitting on you. He denies hitting on you.
Well, he told my husband.
You handed me this.
I know. He
Anything
told
else,
my husband
ma'am?
himself that. He told me my husband himself that.
Any other evidence you want to give me to kill your claim? Does he pay child support, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Ma'am? Now you're stuttering. Your judgment is granted, sir. $3,343, ma'am. I don't think you've been honest with me about this man. You certainly contradicted yourself with your own evidence. I don't think you're entitled to anything today other than a dismissal of your claim. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you. Get your lives together, Twig. Get your lives together.
I've been around for a little over 2 years, my wife, and I know that Montreal don't do nothing for his son at all. When I say nothing, I mean nothing, not even a haircut.
I can't get his hair cut because I can't get him.